So today we're reviewing
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah, so this is the next installment in the My Favorite Movies section. Terminator 2 is... I like Terminator 1, but Terminator 2 is by far a better film and is, in my opinion, one of my favorite movies and one of the best movies of all time. So what are your initial thoughts of Terminator 2?
I mean, it's definitely a good film. I think you like it a little bit more than I like it. I still think it's a 10 out of 10. Just the characters. Obviously, Arnold is in this movie. He's probably my favorite part of this movie. There's a great villain. There's likable characters. You care about the safety of the kid. He's kind of annoying at first, but they grow. It's character development. Like at first, he's supposed to be kind of like stupid to start and arrogant, but then as it goes on, there's a really cool relationship built between him and Arnold, the Terminator. Some really funny lines, obviously, and I think there's a lot of there's a lot to like about this film, and I'll give another reason in a second. But yeah, I definitely like this movie.
Yeah, this movie is iconic scene after iconic scene. But yeah, this is just such a magnificent film with likable characters, amazing scene after amazing scene, and it's a movie that when I see it on, I end up just watching it through the whole thing. It's just such a great movie, and I know this is a movie that most people like and is everyone's favorite Terminator movie for the most part. But I guess if we had to get into our specific positives, what are some specific positives about Terminator 2?
I mean, I feel like one positive. Well, obviously, my specific positives are Arnold and just the relationship between him and the boy. There's a really strong emotional bond there. It's really sad at the end when he has to like go into the lava.
Yeah, spoilers.
It's just spoilers. And then also it's a strong female lead done right. Great character there. I do remember a lot of scenes of her in that like insane asylum, and then like just constantly. One thing I like about this movie is like the chase scenes. Like there's constantly being chased by the bad Terminator, the cop character. He's like able to like morph into different people. I do love that element of him being able to trick people and thinking that there's someone else. That is a pretty cool element here. It's a cool element though for a villain.
I know, I agree. There are Arnold is obviously great. And in the first one, he's great as Terminator, but it's awesome to see him as a good Terminator. In this one, the opening scene where it starts out, you don't know if he's good or not, is a great twist on it, even though I saw it knowing he was good. And then, yeah, the T-1000, the bad Terminator T-1000 is such a great villain and casted perfectly by the actor of that guy. The actor of that Terminator is just unbelievable. I mean, he is so believable as a machine, just like Arnold is. But yeah, it's such a threatening villain. I mean, you see him just stabbing right through people, and you really don't know. When he's on screen, you think anyone could die. And he's great as a villain.
There's a real threat.
Yeah, a real threat. And you really don't, anyone who gets around him, you think they could die. And yeah, Arnold is great. Sarah Connor is great, a great character, and it's just the main characters are just so good. And yeah, the opening scene we watched in the bar is great. The chase scene on the kind of, what do you call it, sewer way is great, where Arnold flips the gun in the iconic way. And it's just so cool. And his truck, the bad Terminator driving the truck around, and he goes around him, lifts the kid up. It's such great scenes. And like I said, there's just so many scenes where if I start watching them, I can watch the movie all the way through. I think another scene was with the flowers, where Arnold walks in with the flowers, and he pulls the gun out. That's another one, but you have any other scenes you want to...
I think I've probably hit on everything. I mean, there's a character that we talked about. I think he's also in... It's kind of cool. He's Cyborg's father in Justice League. Yeah. That character had a pretty funny moment. It's really funny. But, he had a pretty cool role in the movie. There's some good side characters. He had a pretty big important role getting him into that. I guess they needed some sort of serum or something, or like they needed something from him, and he was able to get in there.
He was hiding the Terminator arm.
Yeah, so he's a pretty cool character. I do like that tie into Justice League, and just how that was kind of like a throwback, because he's like the father of Cyborg, and he's in Terminator. Yeah. So I think we just want to make sure we mention him, and that's really all my comments for this movie.
Yeah, well, the other thing is the big part of the movie is definitely Sarah Connor in the insane asylum, which is a frustrating part, but we know how it turns out, so it's not as frustrating. How everyone thinks she's crazy about the upcoming Terminator takeover, where the machines take over the world. That's a big point of the story, and it's definitely interesting, and obviously it's good to see her break out. But there are some interesting aspects with that, where she's trying to fool him to get out, or just to warn John Connor, which is a very frustrating aspect, but it's rewarding once you actually see her get out. And yeah, it's there are cool scenes where the Sarah Connor has the gun at the end, the kind of shotgun type thing, shooting the Terminator, where he's almost to the edge of the lava thing, and then he's not there. Obviously iconic. And then how it can mimic people is a very interesting thing, like you said. How it mimics Sarah Connor at the end is very cool. And like I said, she's such a threatening villain.
That's good, yeah. The fact he's able to kind of beat up on Arnold a little bit, and then it's kind of frustrating, but then you obviously see how he comes back, which is cool. So
yeah, but just something about the heroes, that they are vulnerable. They aren't just these invincible things that can't get injured. There's a lot of tension, and that's what happens with good movies, that there's tension with the main character.
Unlike Captain Marvel.
Yeah, unlike Captain Marvel. No. Unlike certain movies, because there's no threat. And so that's what makes it so great. Anyone could die. And all-time favorite movie, and there's so many reasons. I know a lot of people agree, but it's such a great movie.
Yep, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 for both of us. I think you enjoy it a lot more than I do. I don't know if I'd say I would watch it every time it's on, like all the way through, but I do think it's a 10 out of 10 movie. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. And it's honestly better knowing what they do in the next one, Dark Fate or Woke Fate. So,
oh, yeah, just before it all the way to F'd up.
So, yeah. So, unless you want to say anything else, let's close it off.
Yeah, it's a great movie, and I'm sure everyone watched it already.
Really great movie. But yeah, we both would give it a 10 out of 10. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you've already seen it before this. Great movie. Thanks for watching our review. Stay tuned for a lot more movies in this series to be coming out soon. Probably like Chicken Run, just to give you...
Barnyard.
There's a lot of other ones. Probably try to expect a cartoon or animated to come out next week. So
I'll say Giant Rat.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Wait, hold on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Hasta la vista, baby.